Leeds contrive. Chris White's gone up and gets in there as well. Grobbelaar down on the ground. Chapman cleared off the line. Not clear yet. Grobbelaar has it in his hands. And Lee Chapman raising the first cheer of the afternoon, really. Chapman has done really well there. He's found Strachan. Strachan in the area. Could he finish it? He's taken a deflection and just gone wide. Impish work from Gordon Strachan. Chapman's gone in there. White is with him as well. It's coming to the near post. Grobbelaar up. Dorigo here. A scorer in the last home game. It's come through. And Leeds have got the lead through Steve Hodge. Only up as far as Dorigo. Who's headed past finds McAllister. Strachan's gone through the middle, and Strachan can really finish it this time. What a great save by Grobbelaar. Magnificent stop by Liverpool's goalkeeper.
Here's Brian Robson. And now Dennis Irwin. Hughes. Instant Giggs in support, Robson arriving, it's fallen for Paul Ince, and Manchester United are in front. Their attacks have carried more threat again during the last 5 minutes or so. Irwin's corner, Robson trying to get in there, Hughes somehow smuggled off the line by the combined attentions of Pembridge and Chamberlain, but Pembridge kept the ball off the line with his hand, and Alec Chamberlain has a penalty to face, and Steve Bruce, successful 11 times from the spot last season, has missed one this. He's not missed that though. 18 minutes into the second half, and the Stretford end celebrates a second goal. Ryan Giggs, Brian McClair making the burst. Chamberlain couldn't keep it out. 3-0 Manchester United. Brian Robson on towards Ryan Giggs. Luton tormented at the moment. Giggs has tied Dreyer up. Hughes is there. McClair. 4-0. And it's carnival time at Old Trafford. And who knows where they're heading come the spring. Here they come again. Lovely pass from Hughes. McClair, who's on a hat-trick, don't forget. In towards Hughes. Well, he's deserved a goal, no doubt about that.
It's been a turbulent week for Tottenham, who've pledged to stand by defender Terry Fenwick, jailed for 4 months after being convicted of drink driving charges. They went behind in the first 5 minutes, John Fashanu converting a penalty after Gudni Bergson's foul on Paul McGee. Beaten by Hajduk Split during the week, Spurs did manage to find some stability on the pitch. Gordon Jury's long throw lashed in by Gary Lineker. The England striker has been struggling with a bad back and a sore toe and was only past fit 4 hours before kick-off. Manager Peter Shreeves was glad to have him out there, even more so when Spurs were awarded a penalty on the half hour. Robbie Earle judged to have fouled Naeem when he seemed to be trying to get out of the way. Lineker shrugged off his aches and pains. You'd never have known anything was wrong with him from this penalty. Tottenham lost 5-1 when the teams last met at Plough Lane in February. Selhurst Park isn't quite so intimidating yet, although wherever they play, Wimbledon can expect to concede goals if they leave wide open spaces at the back like this. Vinny Samways capitalising to put Spurs 3-1 up at half-time. Lineker has spent Saturday morning having intense physiotherapy on his back to allow him to play. He might need to start having it every week if he's going to play like this. The hat-trick completed in the opening minute of the second half. Jury had flicked on Naeem's corner, goalscorer picking up the rebound off the goalkeeper. He had a fourth goal just before the hour mark. Samways and Naeem combining to open up Wimbledon's defence once again. Lineker keeping his cool once again. Tottenham made a bit of a meal of it after that, allowing Wimbledon to pull 2 goals back. Alan Cork turned in a loose ball as the visitors flapped at a corner. Then Mickey Bennett, making his first appearance of the season, pounced as Spurs panicked under another high ball into their penalty area. 3 for Wimbledon, but 4 for Lineker and 5 for Tottenham, who climb to third.
Ian Branfoot really has plunged into the Southampton money reserves to try and strengthen his side. Bringing in Dave Lee from Bury for $250,000. He was Bury's leading scorer last season. Dowie, as I mentioned earlier, and also Terry Hurlock. A chance now, though, for Harkes to break free. Williams in a key position. Marvellous goal for Wednesday. The Southampton defence static. Jempson out jumps Hall. Paul Williams finds Nilsson. Williams in some space now. Gittins can't control it. Inside, and to Jempson, with a goal yawning before him. And he wanted to score so much, all the possibilities flashed before him. Wednesday take the free kick. Nilsson to Jempson. Looks to shoot, comes off Cockerell. Falls for Harkes. Harkes with a cross. Into Worthington. Nigel Worthington.
With Ray Wilkins injured and Roy Wegerle only a substitute, Chelsea were spared the full cast of their former players in QPR's squad, although the one who did start against them scored. Clive Wilson making the most of defensive disarray to give the home side the lead against the run of play. Chelsea felt hard done by enough, just being 1 goal down, and would have been forgiven for writing it off as just one of those days when David Barnsley's free kick was headed in by Darren Peacock. That was Peacock's first goal for Rangers. 2-0 adrift with 20 minutes to go, Chelsea turned for inspiration to the talents of Andy Townsend. Hopes revived by the most spectacular goal scored in the First Division this weekend. It was still 2-1 with 3 minutes of injury time played, but then Vinnie Jones slung over one last long throw and Dennis Wise produced the acrobatics that saved a point at least Chelsea deserved.
Now here's a rarity, a successful Manchester City penalty. They'd missed 2 in 2 games and Steve Redmond almost made it 3 in a row. West Ham equalised with a goal from Kenny Brown 7 minutes from time. But City snatched the points in injury time thanks to the strength of goalkeeper Tony Coton and the eye of substitute Colin Hendry.
Arsenal continued their amazing goal run. It took just 12 minutes to crack open Sheffield United's fragile defence. Alan Smith added another to the 4 he scored in midweek. Dixon made it 2 with a penalty. Then Groves took everyone by surprise and hit the 3rd. It was all over by half-time. Groves did all the work and Rocastle got a lucky break off a defender. As Arsenal slumbered at the start of the second half, United stole a goal back. Bryson's run set up the chance and Agana finished it acutely. But Arsenal finally killed the game with a crisp strike from Campbell. It was Arsenal's 15th goal in 8 days. All that was left at the end was for Seaman to show why he's now England's number 2 goalkeeper.
Mike Newell.
He's lost Pearce, and Beardsley's inside him, and it's going out of the reach and in! From virtually nothing, Peter Beardsley. It came back off his shin, a little inadvertent, but it's 4-in-4 for Peter Beardsley. Shika's ball in, and, well, not the best of clearances, but goodness me, the best of finishes, Peter Beardsley. It's a nice ball forward, and Mark Ward's onto this. Now it's 1-on-1 if he can keep his head, but he loses control and goes tumbling, and the referee says no penalty. Mark Ward's not particularly happy about it, but the Everton players are putting out the linesman, and he's given the penalty. Penalty kick. Beardsley scores, and that's the hat-trick. Peter Beardsley, a great afternoon.
Notts manager Neil Warnock's habit of criticising referees is bound to land him in trouble soon. He was happy enough in the first half though, Paul Rideout giving Notts the lead. Robert Fleck was sent off after refusing to move back 10 yards from a free kick, so Notts were playing against 10 men. But Norwich were level through that goal from teenager Robert Ullathorne. Then came a slightly bizarre own goal from Norwich skipper Mark Bowen. Notts held the lead until the final minute. But then Dean Yates pushed Darren Beckford. And Bowen stepped up to make it 2-2. Warnock missed the goal though. He'd stormed to the dressing room in disgust.
Oldham got an early warning of things to come when Ian Wright directed a classy clearance to the right flank. Mark Bright controlled well, a perfect tee-up, an on-the-run cross, and John Salaka's low header beat John Hallworth, showing just why Graham Taylor picks the Palace man for international duty. Minutes before the break, the equaliser. That man Rick Holden on the flank, a burst of speed, the lethal cross. Sharp missed his chance, but there was big Ian Marshall to hammer his 6th of the season. But Oldham couldn't keep Palace down. That man Ian Wright swept forward. Just one thing on mind, an object lesson in cool finishing to put Palace 2-1 up. But here's reward for persistence. Holden seizing a half chance, a stab at goal, or Wright a lucky deflection, but they all count, and Oldham back in the game. Not for long. Oldham's defence asleep as Palace's lethal striker Mark Bright took possession to calmly hit Palace into the lead. And 2-3 was how it remained.
It was Villa's management team that may have been a little tense. Forest were the team in form and Villa the strugglers. But that's no explanation for the events that led to the season's quickest goal so far. It took only 14 seconds, and what made it all the more astonishing was that Sean Teal put it into his own net. In the second half, Mark Blake justified his selection for Villa with a goal that pulled them level. It was also his first goal in Villa colours. And so Villa began to dominate, just. Kevin Richardson, Villa's new captain, put them ahead. A shot from the edge of the area that gave Crossley no chance. And just a minute later, undoubtedly the goal of the game, and one that'll take some matching anywhere this season. Dwight Yorke's run began deep inside his own half. It finished with a stunning shot, which left Crossley to ponder the ill luck of the previous 90 seconds.